Hello everyone, this is Little Phantom from Phantom Arties from Belgium. This is a live stream on Ustream.tv. This is my usual time-ish. I did a little bit of a preview without recording about the little pages, painted papers or faux jelly plating or whatever you want to call it that I made yesterday, which I will not repeat. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat, so oh yes, I already told this is a live stream with people that are chatting, and someone just asked a question. What is that on the end of my owl? That's an eraser, a very cheap eraser that I don't dare to use for my pencils. So I just, put it in there. It was a friend of mine and was like, "Don't you have an eraser or something that you don't use?" So yay! This way I'm less able to hurt myself. Ah. So today I thought I was going to sew an insert. So I thought I could, oh my, I thought I could ask in the room, but apparently the person I'm making something for is not here. So just going on my own kind of instinct here. This is the thread that I'm going to use. Now it kind of seems too dark again. Why is that? Should I have taken the other one? Now I'm doubting again. You're welcome, Suzanne. No, that's way too dark. This seems to... I'm gonna stick with my first thought. You can also use a wine cork or something, the cork of a wine bottle, and just press it in there. That's also an idea. And why is my screen suddenly so weird? Because I'm scrolled down. Right. Okay, so for this I will need to measure. Of course it wants to fall out. I have these as 15 A4 pages, so that means 60 sides that can be written on, and there's a little flap that can be torn off. Gray? Use gray? Well, yeah, then use a wine cork, Suzanne. So 60 pages that can be written on, and I'm going to use this as a cover. Let me check the gray. I have different kinds of gray, and why is everything suddenly... Oh, they're stuck together. Well, on camera it seems that this one is working better. Oh, let me just... No, this one. This one. It doesn't say a name or something, but this is too dark. This seems to be too light. This seems to work because this one seems too dark. Yeah, this one is too dark. I'm not sure if you guys see it, but sometimes my screen lights up a little, and then, I'm not really sure what the lighting is. Let's say, for example, I need to... Can I use both? That means I will need to get 2 threads in my needle. Ew. My needle hole isn't that big. Not sure if you can see that. Nah, doesn't want to focus. It's not that big. Come on, me, make a decision. And don't put a needle in your mouth. Hold on. Because we have... I think the gray will work better because it's like a purple grayish. It's like a purple grayish. Gray was a very good idea. Yeah, it's embroidery thread. Pull it apart. Right, measuring. As far as I know, it's still 21 centimeters, but let's just make sure, shall we? Yeah, it's like 21 centimeters and 1 millimeter. I need to decide. I'm gonna put it at 21.2 just in case. Hold on a moment. I can try cutting it with the machine. Hello, Christy. Somewhere beneath my desk, I have a machine. Oh wait, it's gonna be too big, isn't it? Because that is 30 centimeters. Mind you, this is a cheap one, so it's like hope for the best, expect worst, that kind of thing. Now, what is this suddenly doing here? It's something that cracked off. From where? What cracked off? I have no idea. Something that cracked off. Strange. Okay, so I want this part. So want this part, this part. Okay. Woo, just about right. Okay, so I want 21 centimeters. And again, I have the feeling that the paper is not really straight. So 21, something like that. Okay. And I need to use a lot of my strength to cut it. But ta-da! There we go. Wonderful. Okay. So this, and then I kind of need to score it because I might have to Let me put in some of these. Right, okay. Everything's at the same level, which is good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim this off just a little. Or not. Why are you being difficult? Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's from a local store here, but I always need someone who has a car to go there. So a friend of mine, Linda, she took me there, and I found some really cool stuff so that I can make more dories and inserts and all that stuff that comes with it. So I was gonna say that comes between it, but you know. Right, okay, so we have this. I can already put this one in position as well. No, I can't because I still need my cover around there. Hello, faraway family ghost. Okay, what was I gonna do? I was gonna see how much space I needed for this. I should try and measure it. Although try and measure sometimes doesn't give the best results. Because now it says 11 and 4 millimeters. So at 11 and 4 millimeters it is. Pencil. Give me the pencil. Right. Okay, so 11 and 4 millimeters is where I'm going to make my mark. Just let me check if it actually cut straight. Yeah, it cut straight. Okay. Just checking. 11 and 4 millimeters is where I'm going to do my first. Should have done it on the outside. Hold on. Am I going to use this as the front or this as the front? Oh, screaming dark. Then I'm going to use this as the front. This seems nicer. And then this will be the part with the flap. Although it doesn't quite fit, does it? If I do it like this, then it kind of fits. Okay. Right, so this means I did my pencil mark a little bit wrong, but it's okay because we're gonna do it again. There we go. And I just make sure that it's flush. The rest, I said flush and don't move. I'll take the bone folder. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, and this paper does not like to be folded. You have to fold anyway. Right, okay, so now I need this is okay, this is okay. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Okay. I'm gonna adhere my cover to the paper, so at least that can't move. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't like to be folded. I'm not gonna say it's 300 grams, but it's quite heavy. And this is the way it's gonna be folded when not in use or when finished. I'm just doing this a little bit with my fingers and making sure that everything is straight here and straight there. To give it a little pre-crease. So I know where to make my actual crease. There we go. And then I give it like a half a centimeter extra space, just in case. Because, you know, those inserts like to fill themselves up. See? Here we go. Look how nice. Nom 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 nom. Maybe I should do my inserts for myself as well like this. Looks really nice. Right, okay, so now I'm just going to remove this and adhere the cover. And there we go. Move from here. Make sure the crease is completely in the corner. I think I need to redo the top one. Yeah, I need to redo the top one. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so yeah, this one needs to be. Come on, I know you want to get out. There we go. Huh, my paper clip damaged the page. Darn it. Hold on. Wait. Pulling that one out. Putting it on one in. There you go. That's one of the things that can happen. Whether we like it or not. I think, was it that one? I have no idea which one it was. Let's just take other paper clip, shall we? Nope. I did something. What did I do? Okay. For myself, I'm usually like, just stick a needle with some thread in there, and there we go. When making for someone else, I'm a little bit more careful. Right, okay. You there. You there. Two signatures instead of one. Yeah, and I know what you mean, Mildred. But this is not for me. So what did I say, Mildred? I'm sorry, Suzanne. Ugh, seriously, my head. I know what you mean, to make it actually like some kind of booklet, but this is supposed to be just an insert, so I knew this one was going to haunt me. Okay. Here we go, top. Not that one. There we go. Yes, my head apparently is not cooperative today, so I'm sorry for the name confusion. Go. I also had this one, so when I was doing this myself, by the way, I was like, okay, poke the holes, and I was like poking the holes, and I was watching something on my laptop, and I started sewing, you know, sewing, knotting it off, you know, 3 knots, knotting it off, and then suddenly I was like, uh-oh, I had forgotten to take my template out, so I had to start all over again. Oh god, things like that happen. A sketch insert, bullet journal, squared one, and lined art note one. Oh yeah, I also have different ones, Heather. I also have different ones. Let me make my holes. Hole number 1. Hole number 2. The only thing heavy to go through is actually the scrapbook paper. The paper is nothing, it's the scrapbook paper. And I'm lucky I have an awl that kind of fits in my hand, because otherwise I would be hurting myself. There we go. Right, you stay on there. Go off. Now, these we need this, and my screaming dog. And this is kind of mine. I didn't fluff it together well, but this is my to-do list. This is my to-do list that goes on here, and some, you know, little booklet that's actually personal size, but you know, my self-printed to-dos with calendar, planner, whatever you want to call it. A little pocket with lots of stuff in there. Yeah, the ball gives you way more power to push. That's absolutely correct, Suzanne. You will hurt your hands less. Like a dashboard thingy. I also have some stuffies beneath there, creative to-dos, my writing insert with a fold out zip, and of course some writing, and then another pocket, more stuff in there. This was supposed to be for my Inktober, but I kind of quit after 4 days. This is the one I did after Petka Anita, with the description of how I did it over there. This is where I used diluted Ecoline. The diluted Ecoline, but the thing is, it still goes through. I mean, I got this with several layers, and I think it's pretty like this, but the problem is it goes through printer paper. So this way I was just kind of testing how it would go. And then Vicky, are you still here? Are you still awake? Vicky, are you still awake? I need to wait for the lag. I'm gonna put those away. I'm not sure if Vicky is still with us or if she succumbed to sleep. Because it was 7 a.m. when I started streaming for her, so not sure. Let me check in chat. Vicky, she's supposed to be here, but maybe she fell asleep. Anyway, I found some self-reflection questions on the internet, and kind of let me pull it out here for a moment. And I kind of, I had this Word document with 3 rows of questions. I'm gonna pull it off here because otherwise I can't show you. I made kind of an accordion booklet-ish. It's a very rough design because, I kind of wasn't really sure how I was going to do this, so this is the A4 page with, all kinds of questions where you can write about, and it folds out. And every time there's one of these, that means it's a new page. So, and then it folds out again, so everything is just folded. I mean, folded and folded and folded. I mean, seriously, this is just one big accordion folder. So that is how I did my self-reflection questions. I hadn't actually thought about, how I was going to put this into a booklet, so I was like, now I'm kind of stuck, aren't I? So I just was like, okay, well, I've got the sides left, so I'm just going to make some kind of accordion stuff. So these are all full of self-reflection questions, like, what are your passions? When will you stop your excuses? What have I given up on? What would happen if I just went for it? Stuff like that. Am I living true to myself? A little bit thinking about yourself and stuff. So yeah. And for the moment, I have just some of those paperclip stuffies, although they kind of make my book fatter, so I might need to change it up a little. But for the moment, I have them just in here. And I was thinking, because of seeing this, I told Vicky about the accordion, but I haven't actually showed it to her, so that's why I was asking if she was here, but apparently, Anyway, after that, we have lists in grid, and another pocket with those aquarelle, watercolor stuffies. Hello, Dorothy. This is the one I still need to fill in with the Faber-Castell ones. No problem, Carol. See you later. And this is another grid one with creative tips, and then another grid one with self-care journey. So this is my stuffed thingy. And I usually I don't have a thingy up here because I wasn't really sure how it was going to hold out, but I have noticed that because I'm using duct tape as a hinge here, that it's holding up pretty well. I'm using this daily, so it goes open and closed and open and closed and open and closed. So alright, that's my idea stuffing. So yeah. Anyway, that was a little intermezzo. Alright, I'm gonna sew this and then I need to make tea because that's, you know, not a lot, is it? Okay, so right. What I usually do when I do something like this is I take 1 and a bit, 2 and a bit, little extra bit, and cut it off. So this part actually need to stay on. I pulled it off, didn't I? No, 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 no. I can save it. I can save it. I can save it. I want to save it. Come on. Woohoo! Okay. Sorry. Phew. Okay. Right. So, needle. I just pad my needles. Where did I put my needle? Oh, over there. They're under my laptop. I always use the same needle. It's in French. I know what voile is, but bâche, I have no idea. Voile bâche. Bâche? I think it's like heavy duty or something. Hello, Janet. Right. Ha! Gotcha. So it was a very exciting moment to put that one through. And then, of course, I make sure that I knot the end. I want 2 knots. Minimum of 2 knots. There we go. See, and I can kind of, and it doesn't tear, so that's very good, which means it will hold up to abuse. Right. We have our needle and thread. This is just basic long dull needle. This is a Reliure Toile. That's a longer one, but that's one of the longest ones I have. Yeah. So in case something happens with this one, I can always still use that one. Right, okay, so we go in. We go in. We pull it tight. And then on the next one, we go back out. But of course, we're not satisfied. So we're going back in again. And let's not poke my finger. Pulling it tight and going back out in the next one over there. So we had 2 holes, in, out, like in the loop, in, out, in, out. And then we go to the next one and we do the same all over again. Go in, go out, go back in, and go back out. Yeah, Heather, that's true. Those ones are very good for the Coptic bookbinding. Well, I'm saying that because I've seen a lot of people using them in tutorials, but I haven't actually done, Coptic bookbinding myself. I'm kind of addicted to the pamphlet stitch. And then last set. Yeah. Last set. Go in. Go out. Go back in. And I'm just going to make sure before I go out. Everything is tight. Nope, not as tight as I want it to be, so let's do some pulling. I pull while I'm sewing, but sometimes, it has a bit of a mind of its own. Okay. Now the needle, go back out. And then we just do knotty stuff. Knotty. I always want to be sure and give extra knots just in case. Better a knot too much than a knot not enough. Let's do another knot just in case. And then we take our scissors and cut it off. Ta-da! We have a booklet. Yay! Hello, Marie. So what we can do is do it like this. Put some beautiful washi tape on there. Ta-da! Or you can also put it in your dory like this, and then only have the first page out. Depends on how you want to work with it. So that is the Dory insert. Not bad. Mine are always with a flap. I just think this looks a little bit, you know, looks a little bit nicer. I know usually the inserts that you can buy on Etsy or something are just the ones, you know, like that without the flap. So good morning, Mildred. There we go. So yeah, that is this actually looks pretty good. Nicely done, even if I say so myself. Back in the box, back into safety. Right, so that was just an insert that I made. So maybe, should I call this something else? So that maybe I should need to end this video and call this something and then do something else-ish. Yes, that is soon. Yes, Mildred, I've just sewn it. Seriously, tenses. You know what I mean. Right, okay, so I've got everything back in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, I'm going to stop this recording.